Okay, so picture this. The train station, super early, still kinda dark out. Detective Miles Corbin, all slicked back hair and sharp black uniform, was just chilling by a pillar, watching everyone rush by. He wasn't looking for, like, obvious bad guys. Nah, he was searching for folks who just didn't quite fit the whole fancy city vibe. He called it smart policing, but some folks might have called it judging a book by its cover. But hey, he thought it worked. And then, boom, he spots her. Before we get started with this story, let us know where you're tuning in from. We love hearing your thoughts and seeing where everyone's watching. Now, let's dive. She was just cruising through the crowd, this incredible woman, maybe late 40s, dressed to the nines in this sleek gray suit that just screamed important. Her hair was all done up in these cool locks, and she had this bright scarf on. Carried this super fancy leather bag, just walking with purpose. Miles's stomach got all tight. Too chill for a regular commuter, way too put together for a night shift. Just too much of everything, really. He'd seen her type before, or so he thought. The kind who buy up all the nice places, but, still have connections. His brain, quick to label, just figured she was probably moving something sketchy, like secret info or some illegal cash. Just a gut feeling, he told himself, not judging or anything. But his gut was usually spot on when it came to certain people in these kinds of places. So, he pushes off the pillar like a hunter after prey. He zips through the people until he catches her right as she's about to hop on the train. The express to the fancy finance area was just pulling up, doors sliding open with a hiss. "Hey, ma'am, got a second?" Miles says, his voice kinda low and serious. He flashes his badge real quick, then shoves it back. She stops, one foot still in the air, ready to step on the train. Her eyes, super calm and smart, just look at him. No surprise, no fear, nothing. "Problem, officer?" Her voice was smooth, like super confident, and honestly, it just kinda got under his skin. No freaking out, no "yes, sir," right away. Ugh, bad sign. "Just a quick question," he lies, eyeing her bag. "Where are you headed, and what's your deal this morning?" She tilts her head, just a tiny bit. "My plans aren't really your business for a quick question, and what I'm doing is private. I'm late for a meeting." And she goes to get on the train again. Miles moves fast. He steps right in front of her, blocking the open door with his whole body. You could smell the train, and people were rushing. "Look, you should really just work with me here. This'll go way smoother if you just answer a few things." He kinda puts his hand on his gun. Not, like, threatening, but just to remind her he's got it. Her eyes flick down to his hand, then back to his face. "Are you stopping me, detective?" Still calm, still not backing down. That calm. Oh man, that was what really annoyed him. It felt like she was saying no. "I'm checking out some suspicious stuff. You not wanting to help just makes you look even more suspicious. He leans in a bit, his voice getting that hard edge he used on, well, suspects. "I need to see your ID. Now." "I don't have to show ID unless there's a good reason to think I've broken the law. And just standing here, looking at a train, isn't a crime," she says, stiff now, but still radiating this calm power. She reaches for her bag, not to open it, but just to shift it a little. Miles sees it. To him, it wasn't just moving her bag, it was a reach for something hidden, maybe a weapon, a secret spot. His heart starts pounding. This was it. She was gonna make a move. He went for it. "Don't even think about it," he barks, his voice getting louder, making people around them stare. Without even thinking, he grabs her arm, pushing her hard against the bumpy metal side of the train. Her bag falls, papers flying everywhere. She gasps, a sharp little sound, but she catches it. Her eyes, though, they get this icy, dangerous look. What the heck was that for? She demands, her voice still quiet, but totally burning with anger. Her arm was throbbing where he grabbed her. Resisting. Obstruction. Miles yells, moving to cuff her. Oh, he loved that feeling of being in charge, seeing people crumble. He had her. But just as he's reaching for his cuffs, this deep, booming voice cuts through all the noise. "Corbin, what in God's name is going on here?" Miles freezes, Standing just a few feet away, pushing through the crowd, was Deputy Chief Robert Miller, his boss, looking absolutely furious. Miller usually had a whole crew with him, and sure enough, two other big shot officers were right behind him, looking just as shocked. Miles snaps to attention, letting go of the woman's arm. Chief. Sir. I. Miller just ignores him, staring at the woman Miles just shoved. He rushes over, looking super worried. Dr. Thorne, are you okay? Gosh, I'm so sorry. Traffic was insane. Should have been here earlier. Then he turns, glaring at Miles. What is all this, detective? Miles's brain is spinning, trying to figure out what the heck is happening. Dr. Thorne, Miller. And the way Miller was looking at him. That wasn't the look you got for doing a good job. That was pure shock and fury. The woman, Dr. Thorne, slowly, carefully straightens her suit. She bends down to pick up her bag, her eyes still glued to Miles. The crowd around them was totally silent, phones still up, recording everything. This was the show now. Well, Deputy Chief, it seems your Detective Corbin here thinks I'm up to suspicious activity just by waiting for a train, she says, her voice clear in the silence. She holds up her wrist, showing the red marks from Miles's grip. And he also seems to believe shoving me into a train car is part of a quick question. Miles felt this cold dread wash over him. Sir, she wouldn't show ID, she wasn't helping, and she reached for her bag. Quiet, detective. Miller thunders, his face bright red. He turns back to Dr. Thorne, his voice softer. Dr. Thorne, I am so sorry about this. This is just totally wrong. He had no right. Dr. Thorne nods slowly, her eyes still on Miles, not blinking, just staring right through him. Exactly, Deputy Chief. No right at all. She turns her full attention to Miles, her voice like ice. So, Detective Corbin, what exactly was your good reason to attack a civilian out in public? Miles swallows hard, his mouth suddenly dry. I thought, her attitude, her bag, it just seemed weird. The words sounded so lame, even to him. Dr. Thorne lets out a short, cold laugh. Weird? In a train station, detective. Maybe your idea of normal is just a bit too narrow. Or maybe it's just a little too focused on skin color. Oof. That word just hung in the air, full of all these unspoken accusations. And Miles knew, deep down, she was right. This is just not okay. Corbin, Miller cuts in, his voice low and dangerous. You're off duty, starting now. Give me your badge and gun, right now. Miles feels all the color drain from his face. Off duty? Just like that. His whole job, his pride, everything he was just crashing down. His hands are shaking a little as he pulls out his gun, then unclips his badge. They feel weird, like they don't belong to him anymore. He holds them out to Miller, who just snatches them. Dr. Thorne watches the whole thing, her face giving nothing away. Once Miles is standing there, totally disarmed, like a deflated balloon, she speaks again, her voice sharp and clear. I'm Dr. Lena Thorne, she says, looking at the now huge crowd, then back at Miles. As of this morning, I'm the new head of internal affairs for this very police department. Those words hit Miles like a truck, worse than any punch. His head spins. His boss, the woman he just profiled, harassed, and physically attacked, was his new boss. The top person in charge of making sure the police play fair. Oh man, the epic stupidity of what he'd done just suffocated him. He didn't just mess up. He totally blew up his career, right there, with everyone watching, his own boss seeing it all, and the very person who now decided his future. The crowd started buzzing, phones still up. Whispers turned into loud, can you believe it? And good for her. Miles could feel everyone staring, burning holes in him. The shame was like this living, breathing thing, eating him alive. Dr. Thorne walks closer to him, tilts her head a little, with this tiny, knowing smile. Her voice drops, just for him, but it echoed through the silent platform. Detective Corbin, my very first official thing to do is to start a huge investigation into how you act, your training, and every single quick question you've ever made that unfairly targeted people like me. She pauses, letting it all sink in. This isn't just about you, Miles. It's about how things are done around here. And I promise you, that way of doing things changes today. Then she turns away from him, already talking to Deputy Chief Miller about what's next, what to tell the press. Miles just stands there, totally discarded. The faint outline of a train in the distance is the only thing left to see his job disappear. The station, which used to be his turf, now felt like a very public place to be humiliated. The sunrise, which normally felt fresh, now just showed him the total mess of his career. He'd been so sure of himself, so confident in his instincts, but today those instincts didn't lead him to a bad guy. They led him straight to the person who would tear down everything he thought he knew. And there was just no coming back from that, you know. Like and subscribe.